Hi, I'm Lee Stone, and this is your MaxiForex Week in Review. Let's take a look at the last week's risers and fallers. The euro started the week off slow against the dollar, but gained some steam starting Wednesday. The pair closed the week virtually unchanged and was the last trading at 136.85. The British pound traded mixed versus the dollar and finished the week down almost 1%. The pair closed Friday at 159.87. The dollar made some progress over the yen this week, gaining over 1.2% and last trading at 83.46. The dollar saw early gains over the loonie, but gave way to the Canadian currency towards the end of the week. Overall, the dollar gained only 0.7% and closed Friday at 101.77. Oil felt some big drops in the week, losing 3.8% in total. Crude was last trading at $81.98 a barrel. Gold also fell some this week, dropping to $1,353 per ounce, a loss of 1.2%. In news, China has announced plans to step up currency reserves in order to curb inflation. The announcement sent ripples through the market, especially in the way of commodities and commodity-linked currencies. The sovereign debt crisis in Europe has taken center stage in currency news once again. Analysts have raised concerns in the last couple of weeks regarding Ireland's ability to repay its debt. For more on this situation and others, let's welcome analyst Martin Smith. Hi Martin, how are you?
All right, thank you, Lee.
So let's begin with Ireland. What is the most recent news regarding the debt crisis?
Well, if you recall, last week we spoke about Europe and mentioned that Germany was pressing Ireland to accept an aid package designed to ease their repayment concerns. The most recent speculation indicates that Ireland is likely to accept a financial aid package, which should alleviate investor concerns. Estimates for the aid package are in the tens of billions, and the outcome is likely to help strengthen the euro while softening the dollar, as it did on Friday. The price is likely to hold until more details are released for the Irish rescue plan, and long-term expectations are still soft for the euro. The immediate impact could provide a slight boost over the next few weeks.
So wait, weren't there concerns of this instability spreading?
Well, there were some initial fears surrounding a possible domino effect from Ireland's debt issue. Two of the largest banks in Ireland are UK-owned, and an Irish loan default could be quite damaging. These financial interests, as well as the massive exchange of commercial goods between countries, means that the UK's proximity to Ireland leaves them the most exposed to financial fallout if Ireland were not able to repay its loan. This would lead to even more significant ripples in the Eurozone, which could cause other fragile economies to falter, causing greater instability and so on and so forth. These concerns, however, seem to have been alleviated assuming Ireland accepts the proposed aid package.
Okay. China has ordered banks to increase currency reserves. What does this mean, and what effect does it have?
Well, simply put, it means that China is stockpiling foreign currencies, which in many ways helps them to curb inflation. This also helps to keep the value of the Chinese currency at a controlled level. Essentially, they are taking money out of the financial system to limit inflation and control credit. What it also means is that less money will be shifted into production, which forces down the demand for commodities. It's also worth noting that this is the fifth time China has upped their currency reserves this year. So when you hear the US or other countries criticizing China for manipulating the value of their currency, this in fact is one of the practices they are referring to.
Okay. Now, our Ask the Broker question of the day comes to us from Bruges, Belgium. Dirk Albertson writes, the Canadian dollar was doing quite well versus the US dollar, but it fell significantly this week. Why?
Canada's dollar, as we've discussed before, is tied to crude oil because it's the country's largest export. So when oil prices fall, as they did this week, it drove down the value of the loonie. Probably the biggest hit oil took was as a result of concerns that production is slowing down both in Europe and in China. The recent hit is probably related more to China's tightening fiscal policy, which drove commodity prices down, and therefore commodity-linked currencies. It wasn't limited to just the Canadian currency. Both the Australian and New Zealand dollars also took a significant hit as well this week.
Thank you, Martin. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed our weekly review, and we hope you will join us next week. Until next time, be sure to visit us at MaxiForex.ru.